Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long 2 weeks. Kyle is fully in on the JRPG hype train right now. Gamescom is right around the corner. We've been playing a ton of games, and Roblox is stopping predators? Question mark? All that and more on this week's episode of The Download Queue. Episode 79. As always, we're your new favorite place of people who talk about video games, what's going on in the industry, what we're playing, give our thoughts, comments, discussions, whatever it may be on what's happening. Kyle, welcome back to my right, your seat again after what feels like a longer than a week break.
Yeah, it was a nice break. There wasn't that much going on, right? Not terrible stuff. PlayStation didn't finally pull the band-aid that has already been pulled off and announced that they are multi-plat, but nothing crazy happened. Honestly, outside of that even that isn't crazy because we're normal people with normal rational brains to a degree.
Not crazy. It's the nice band-aid, just like finally gone. We heal and move on now.
It's like, hey, look, we took the band-aid off. It's like, what? It's like, it's already been off. Like, they took it off and then waited to tell people they took it off. So it was writing on the wall, Anyways, it's been a nice little break, playing a lot of games, a lot of fun stuff. But you showed off a puppy, and then I haven't seen or talked about it since. How's that going?
She's great. She's upstairs. I should have brought her down. So my house is very old. I have an old charcoal boiler that was converted to gas for my heat. And I don't want her getting around that. So I have a baby gate up from upstairs to downstairs. So she can't come down here, but she's doing good. She's just a puppy, She's hanging out, chilling. Potty training's good. She'll go outside really good. Inside, we're doing puppy pads in case we're at work.
That's fair.
She'll poop on the things, won't pee on them. Like, you're 50% there, bitch. Come on. Get it. But she's good. She's not chewing things. She's not tearing cords up. I was expecting a nightmare with puppies again after 18 years. She's good.
That's true. Yeah. We'll see if that lasts. And in one of these episodes, you'll be like, it happened. The controller chewed, cord gone, something. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy the extra Xbox cords. You can just move the console, and then she's gonna get them.
That happened.
I'm sorry.
Years back when I was at my mom's, way back when PlayStation VR 1 came out. She got a puppy, chewed up the main cords going into the box for the VR headset. Never. Maybe that's where my hate for it started.
Maybe.
Just the shun.
Possibly. I've never had dogs or cats. My own shoe stuff growing up. I did have a roommate with a cat, and it did get one cord, my headphone cord, but it didn't really do anything. I've avoided that.
The girlfriend's got cats, but they're both old, so they put up with the dog. They'll sleep together. If you wake them up and they notice, then they'll freak out. But they'll get close. They're fine. They're just gonna put up the act still.
Yeah. It's like if they think about it, they're like, "Hey, wait," but they actually like each other.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's puppy update. She'll be back. She's been on the stream a couple times the past week. So.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you were yelling at her when we were playing Grounded, but you were on your Xbox.
So I was upstairs. It works out.
Exactly.
Kyle, there's a lot of little things to get to. A lot of little things to kind of pick on. But first, I want to start by giving you the floor. Because when we missed last week, you were gone. It's fine. We took a break. You said you needed to start some beef and told me to patiently wait this whole time. I have been patiently waiting for this beef to be presented to me. What is going on in the life of Kyle?
What if I make you wait even longer?
Jesus. End of episode.
What if I'm just living in your head rent free? What if that is the beef?
This is your.
What if I'm just,
Greg Miller
a little
moment?
unhinged? No, don't quote that, man. Not quite. Yes, you didn't really quote anything. No, if I'm being honest, the beef is not really beef. I'm just messing around. It's not big beef, but it is. I am upset that you undersold the Switch 2 controller, Pro controller. Went to Walmart with my daughter, was walking around, popped into that aisle and said, "Whoa, they got the full demo out in this Walmart. Let me go check it out. Let me go play Donkey Kong Bonanza real quick. And they just had the Switch 2 Pro controller. And I picked that thing up. I was like, oh, thing is so much nicer. And the back paddles, instant. I'm like, shit, that I gotta buy that when it's on sale. So like that's a slight, you know, not really a beef, but to me, I think you undersold that. That is such a cool upgrade and feel from Pro 1 controller to Pro 2. I love it. But you didn't have the Pro 1, so.
I did have the Pro 1. I just never used it. I had the Pro 1 and forgot. We talked about this. I didn't have it, and then I found it in like my storage. I was like, oh yeah, I do have one. That's the thing. Like, I never used it enough to have comparison. So I'm like, yeah, it's a Pro controller is good, but like, it's just kind of what I expect from a controller. So I'm like,
but the way the back paddles are, and they're just there but not there, which I think that's good though. For it's an option, and I think it's like it's not intrusive. I think it feels great. So, not really a beef, obviously. It was more chicken. I sang you.
I visited that. I was like, what did I do? What happened?
No. But then also played Donkey Kong Bonanza, and man, I don't know how you aren't like attached to it, and maybe it's because your girlfriend took it and is hogging it from you. But just that first demo area, just walking around, smashing things, I was like, oh damn, this is such a put something on, sit down and just play and like take it in, you know, more casually, I'll admit. But man, what a dopamine hit that game feels like. So how dare you undersell and avoid Donkey Kong?
It's another one of popular things just not hitting for me, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was, I did the first tutorial and like the first level section entirely. And I just didn't have the urge to go back. I don't know if it's just too open-ended where I got kind of bored aimlessly walking around or feeling like I had to explore. And then, yeah, it got to the point where she picked it up and she's 2/3 of the way through it by now. So I've been watching her. I'm like, I don't need to do this now because you're doing it. Like, I'll just watch you do it. So it's, I don't know.
That is fair.
I got issues with games. That's another topic we can talk about because I just...
Hey, you're in the rut. It happens. Yeah. It happens at times. It's fascinating what gets you.
Hope it's something good. It was Grounded, but then we fell off of that.
Well, yeah, we're just taking like a break.
Yeah. Do you want to stay on what we've been playing, or do you want to go to new stuff before? Since we're here, we're in the world playing some games.
Talk about the past, and then we'll talk about the future.
Bam. You started
some of the news is past, but
it's okay. I'll tee it off here because you were talking Donkey Kong. This past week, I got review code for Is the Seat Taken? Potty Games, I believe out of Brussels. POTI. It's not Potty. Poti, I don't know. But no, this was on my Twitter a couple months ago. And I think it's Ed from Wholesome Games pen publishing thing. Immediately requested a code for it, grabbed my attention. Which A, it's a puzzle game. Not usually my thing. B, presentation wise, it very much presents as kind of a mobile thing with like bubble buttons and how stuff's laid out, which currently it is. Google Play, Apple Store, Steam, and Switch are the only platforms available. I believe $10 if you're interested. But it is a puzzle game where you are quite literally helping seat people in their ideal spots, which sounds real dumb. Sounds kind of what? But it's really fun and kind of mind twisty how it is. So you will, I believe the first one's like on a bus. And it's very basic where this person wants a window seat. This person wants to be by an aisle. Person B wants to be with their friend over here, which you're like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure, go ahead. But then it quickly unravels into these two people want to talk the whole time. And because of that, they have kind of an AoE radius of like where sound is happening around them. So someone who wants to sleep or someone who wants to read a book, it can't be next to them in that area. Or, which is where I found out the game is quite literally picking the worst of humanity and putting them together. You have Stinky Person A, dirt clouds around them. They're like Buddy from Peanuts, just stinking up the place. I forgot to shower, but I don't want to be by someone who smells bad. If you are a person who smells bad, you can't make those decisions. I'm going to put you here with this other stinky person so you can be stinky together. Oh, grinding my gears. But, oh, it's fun. That's kind of the base. What you're doing is seating people around. Surprisingly, does have kind of an underlying story with a character who is a rhombus in a world of mostly like squares and triangles and circles, and another popular rhombus who's in a movie and she wants to follow in her footsteps to become an actress. You're kind of following along her journey with her friends, which was really quite touching, and I was not expecting it at all. I did not even know that was a part of the game, which kind of helped keep me in it for the long haul as far as completion goes. Again, not really a puzzle game person, so that helped a lot. Not very difficult if you're someone who wants to kind of try it out or check it out. There is for sure at least 3 levels that have a very steep difficulty spike, to a point where the first one I hit, I started literally Googling, and that was the first response that came up automated on Google because so many people got stuck on it. And it kind of ties into where like early levels are multiple options of how to kind of complete it, and then it rolls into there is one set layout of people and different scenarios around them to complete it, and that's where it kind of like forces you to think differently instead of just making it work to get by. But that's a lot. It's very fun, very cute, very charming. Music is very chill. It doesn't get old, which sounds weird again with what you're basically doing, but they added enough variety with background things or environmental things where some of the levels you're at like a sporting event and you can flip some of the seats up. So some people want to stand, so that kind of changes how you have to do because people don't want to sit behind them because they can't see. Or a train later on introduces 2 AC units that blow cold air down certain rows. So you need to kind of manage people around that if people are sensitive to the cold or if they are too hot. So it adds a lot of variety without feeling too overbearing. It's not so many different variables at once. And very short, I think I finished at about 6-7 hours. It is 5 worlds, each with about 5 to 6 levels max in each. So very pick up and play. Each level's got about 4 sections within it that you do all at once before you finish it. So you can do it kind of sectioned off like that and slowly work your way through. But fun time, very pleasantly surprised and happy with what it was introducing and the twists it had and stuff I was not expecting from a game like this.
Yeah, it looks cool. And it one thing that's cool is you saying that you didn't get tired of it, or like it didn't overstay its welcome. That's kind of what I got from what you were saying, and that's really cool because like the premise here, all right, cool, yeah, you're just putting people somewhere. Pretty simple premise there, right? How gimmicky can it get, or how puzzly is it actually? But that's cool. A nice little time to be good. This is such a weird way of trying to say what I was trying to say there. Apologies.
You can do it.
Words are hard right there. I like the timeline, the time frame of that game. A nice little puzzle game, doesn't overstay its welcome. Quick, I like it.
Yeah, very fun. Like I said, it's I believe the first week it was on sale for like $8 as a launch thing, and now it should be
$8.99 right now on Steam. So I was just looking at some of the pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, it's something I genuinely almost my review code was for Steam. I almost want to just pick it up again to have on Switch, just to replay again, try and do it without looking stuff up, because it is kind of, it's so kind of samey that the stuff I was stuck on and leading up to it, I probably get stuck on a different way. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of unexpected variety and sort of paths to get to the end of each level. Fun time. Happy I played it. I definitely, again, complete surprise for me this year as far as Oh, it's a review, first of all, but like just how much I ended up enjoying it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 on my list I'm keeping track of on Twitter.
Yes. Yeah, no, definitely. It looks like a cool Switch game. So I think it's $9.99 off sale, $8.99 right now currently. So pretty cool.
Again, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours of doing everything. Well worth it, obviously, for $10, $8. What have you been doing over on your end? That's all I've been. That and World of Warcraft stuff for me. I haven't been doing much.
Yeah. Got more Destiny stuff. Solstice, their event is just ending up, and I just started writing out a review. So I wanted to give it like a couple weeks, and I think now we're there. I think we now understand after 2 events they've run what the new cadence is going to be going forward. So that'll be interesting, but not much to say outside of that. Playing more Octopath Traveler though every night almost.
Ooh.
And what a time. I've played about 80% through cloud gaming on my phone, touch controls. It is probably the main reason why I've kept playing it. As I've like just going to bed, not wanting to scroll, not wanting to watch something, but not wanting to play like not a mindless, but mobile games it's just not there yet. I didn't want to play like a Balatro or a Magic, or I have Civ 7. I'm not playing that right now. So I kind of fell to that, and I wanted to test out the cloud controls anyways. And you mentioned it, and it's on there, and it works, and I'm having a blast with it. It is a very easy game. I went on their Reddit I was looking on Reddit for something about it, and came across that it was, both Octopath 1 and 2 are known to be pretty easy, and that's exactly what I want. Like, I definitely, there's times where I'm dying. I'm like, oh god, I got to think about who to heal and when to, give people more SP and when to use this attack, and the combo break system. It's just like math and oh, this goes there, that goes there. Cool. That's all I need to worry and think about right now. And it's just a nice flow and cadence. And the story so far, it's not there. I just got the eighth person. So I just got the intro, right? And I know from reading some of the Reddit stuff I came across, I know it's not like, I know the stories don't super interconnect. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's just something to take as I go. I've been able to play, and then I kind of finish a whole arc with a character, and then I get to the next character, and then like I talk to them, and then I begin their story quest, and then that's where I save for the night, and that's where I pick up. So give or take, some of that, like, but it's been a nice little cadence of just like every night going through it. Like, works really well. No issues on cloud gaming. Touch controls work really well. Popped it up on my Xbox, of course. Save transfers, so that's awesome. Fun little game, fun experience so far. We'll see how far I go, but it makes me excited for Octopath Traveler 0. It is a mobile game, remake, reimagining, so it's not something I'm like, hey, one buy, but going to be intrigued to see what that one's about, because it is also a little different. You're making your own character, you're like building a settlement, so it's like a different type of game, which honestly, that sounds really dope on my Switch, like that type of game. So we'll see. So definitely more intrigued by it, but gonna keep on playing Octopath at night, because like the perfect little mobile phone cloud game. Loving it.
Where are you at with Octopath now compared to Persona when you were on that? I'm assuming higher based off of the easier pick up and play sort of thing you're talking about, but
yeah, exactly that. That's really what it comes down to. I also think the setting and stories are more interesting than what Persona was setting up. It probably does have to do a large part with the high school setting, and it being like just kind of a behemoth of a thing. There's a lot going on, and this it is more palatable. It is just an easy approach, and it's like almost reading a book. Just getting a nice little soft experience right before bed. Like that's really what it's fallen into for me. And yeah, no, I definitely feel higher on it than Persona for sure. Persona was a game you had to play, right? And I think this one is definitely more of, oh, I'm just like I'm just playing this, you know? I'm just playing through Octopath, and I'm enjoying that. I love my little book boy Cyrus.
That little book boy sounds.
Yeah, that's who I started with.
The pick up and play stuff. Now that Switch 2's out, especially, but with you doing cloud gaming and stuff, if you would have told me at the start of the year, like that's something I would be basing decisions on in 2025, I would have called you crazy. But now with Switch, like I said, even with like again with SSD take, I'm like, do I want to buy it again just to have it on Switch? And we talked about it before.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this Sonic racing game, like, want that on Switch? But now it's almost to a point where like I was looking at PlayStation Portals earlier this week. I'm like, I want to play the PlayStation games on handheld. Like that just sounds ideal right now, which is wild.
Dude, handheld gaming, the idea of playing Madden 26 on the go on my Switch, taking the full game out with me wherever I went, my franchise, that's really the only thing I play in Madden, franchise mode. That's all I need, right? I can play that offline. I don't need the gimmicks, the ultimate team bullshit, right? But give me the full-fledged version, just graphical down. Dude, that's awesome. That's what we want. Like, I regret not buying a Steam Deck and buying a PlayStation when I did. I really was like, I'll just do that. I don't need a Steam Deck. Should have done that. Like, yeah, it's definitely where everyone is heading towards, having that accessibility and that mobility with your library and where you play games. Like, definitely going there. So fascinating to see if you're going to get a Portal, because I'm intrigued by like the use case of it.
Which I think is what's holding me back still.
Yeah,
but it's like if not the Portal, we're getting the ROG Ally stuff on Tuesday. Hopefully, like, is that going to be the one if it's cheap enough? I don't know.
The thing is, I don't think it will be cheap enough because it's a PC. It's going to be like 900
More credit
in that ballpark, 750 to 1,000.
It's interesting
but
times.
Again, what it's a handheld PC. It's not just a cloud device. You know, that's what the Portal is. That's all it does. Still awesome, great thing. Like, it's still a really, really cool thing, but they are inherently doing different things. So
it's weird. It's a changing of the times in the industry that I was not personally expecting myself to be invested in. I'm an old head. I want my box, I want my stuff, whatever's easier on my TV. Like,
but that's the thing. Hey, it's going there. The next Xbox is heading there. That's another topic, but it's just going to be like a server in your house and you access, your phone connects to it wherever you're at. And you're playing your game off your console over 5G, over cellular internet, but it's, connected that way. Like, we'll get there. Crazy stuff, I think. It'll be interesting to see what falls to the wayside. But the pick up and go stuff definitely is a part of it. It's interesting that you're falling into that with the Switch. That is a huge part, is because of my daughter. She's getting older now. There's been times I'm like, I've kind of just been sitting here watching you play. You don't need me. I don't need you. It's been an hour. I could have been doing something. So I have popped up Octopath and just been like listening and like clicking through the dialogue and the light combat as she's like reading a book. I'm like, all right, like, she's getting older. Gotta probably do other productive things and play games like that. But I guess I was just telling a story there.
Like I said, even with the stuff that like I want, but like I never even talked about it on here, but like I picked up Cuphead finally on Switch, which I'm like, I could have had it on Xbox this whole time, but like, again, that gameplay kind of rotation just felt better. And here I am a month after the fact, and I've rolled credits on Cuphead on my Switch, which is something I never thought I would do in my life. And a lot of that was where it was like, oh, at boss X, you're stuck on this for 20, 30 minutes, I'm just gonna literally put the console down and walk away, come back to it in a day or two, and it's not like on my TV with all attention onto it where I feel like I would have been more inclined to just keep toughing it out to a point I gave up or just hated the experience. More than it was quite literally just leave it, don't touch it, don't look at it, come back, and then you're good. And now I've rolled credits, and now it's again, it's what other games we keep talking about Halo. Whenever Halo comes over, like, it would be awesome to pick up and play on the go multiplayer. Duty's not happening this year now, supposedly, but like stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
it feels like
No,
an
that's
easier
like-
entrance to it.
Yeah. The ability just to quickly get in and out of stuff, like it, it doesn't load incredibly fast to Switch 2, but it does load not slow. It does work. So yeah, that pickup, that's fascinating to see. I wonder if part of your little rut is because you're just missing that game that is itching, that what you're wanting is just to kind of sit down and approach it casually, and you're just missing that.
It could be. Just finding that thing.
Have you thought of getting Grounded on the Switch? I think it's on sale still for like $20 right now. But I do believe you can like cross save and cross play stuff.
If you could cross save and stuff, absolutely I would. But
I'm
like,
pretty sure you can. I'll look it up.
because yeah, I'd love to work on the base and stuff. Like that would be dope. Well, we're obviously going through like story stuff side by side, but like to get on and do stuff, absolutely.
Yeah,
That
it's
would be
$20 right now.
that would be like prime example of it. 'Cause I even thought about Sea of
Sea of Thieves.
yeah, I thought about Sea of Thieves. I'm like, that's almost too long of an experience to get in. Like that's something you need like an hour or two to actually accomplish something, quote unquote. It's been good because I've still been even working on. I've still slowly been going through the old Final Fantasies, pushing along through those. Still working on too. Like it's been the Switch has been. I mean, it's right. I have it here. I was playing Mario Kart yesterday. Like it's still a constant thing for me. It's just I don't know. I just want that game. I want that diamond in the rough, which the way stores and stuff and releases are now. It's impossible to find.
Yeah. Well, I just wonder what that's going to be for you. What's going to scratch that itch?
I'll tell you what it's not. Continue on with what we've been playing because I've also been dabbling in the Battlefield beta. Which
Oh, I have not. I got in. It was like about a 86,000 queue wait. I said, no, I don't need to play it. And I uninstalled it the first weekend, Friday night.
You just got like
I
4
am
minutes to get by.
Huh?
The 86,000, you just got like 4 or 5 minutes and you'll get in. I think that number is highly
Oh, no,
exaggerated.
I exited and quit the game right away and then uninstalled. I
Yeah.
said, not worth my time. I don't need to play Battlefield. I don't need it. Oh, I got out when I was ahead.
Yeah, Battlefield beta. I think the last day of the beta is today until I think launch. They don't have any other open betas planned. Whatever the release is, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head. I was excited. We were kind of with each other on Discord and whatever, like, oh, Battlefield's back. Can't wait to get in. Take a break from Call of Duty this year type thing. But after the first weekend, I've probably played more the second weekend than last. Battlefield is another Donkey Kong situation for me where I just don't care. I don't want it. I don't want it in my life. Which is sucks because every time I open Twitter or on YouTube, it's just people. Battlefield's back, baby. We're so back.
Yeah,
DICE is back.
that's just the hype.
It's the
That's
hype.
just a hype cycle.
It
and
is.
Everyone is like, oh, we get the hate on Call of Duty now. But like,
It is, but going in with that, I'm like, oh, it's fun. Because like I'm not normally a Battlefield person. Battlefield 1 was the one I got into. And that was our life for months. Me and my buddies, like I was all into the Battlefield train. Like that was my jam for a while. And this one is just not hitting. I don't know if it's server stuff in beta or desync in between, but hit register feels absolutely terrible on my end. Where I've mostly been playing the support class, which has a base LMG as a starter weapon, which I've seen a lot of people say is super overpowered. I lose 90% of trades I have, direct trades. I have a clip of me trying out the sniper getting a body shot and then shooting them twice with a pistol, and that person's still not dying, turning around and killing me. Like, it's just not a fun, enjoyable experience so far. And again, I don't know if that's beta stuff because I have not seen a whole lot of other people be negative on it, but it's pretty game.
You sound like the outlier.
As usual. It's pretty game. It looks gorgeous. I mean, it looks awesome. I hope it succeeds and does its thing. I hope the people are happy and jacked about it when it comes out and launch, and it's not dead on arrival when Call of Duty does drop, because well, they have their month or so ahead of the release of Duty, and then now to the player base leaves. But it's fun. I don't see myself dropping $60 on it, $70, whatever it's going to be. Absolutely not, especially when Call of Duty is going to be their Game Pass. Like, well, we don't buy games on Xbox, but like, if it's not something I'm going to be dedicated to, why drop the money and lose out on that investment anyways?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes me worried about the legs of it, and why I was kind of willing to just hop off, and like knowing not that knowing the similarities with Battlefront, having just hopped into it, right? I'm like, not that they're obviously carbon copies of each other. DNA is shared between the two, obviously, but I was like, I don't need that gameplay. And then watching on streams, I was like, yeah, that's just not the type of game I even wanted to play right now. Anyways, having just it's cool. It looked beautiful. So I mean, hey, that engine and the level. What is it they used to say, levolution, all that destruction, like it is really cool. Well, I saw this one clip specifically was Tim the Tap Man, that's who it is. I was like, it's someone big, I just can't think of the name. Just like the building, just like floors just keep collapsing on him over this 40 a minute long clip. It's like, that's like cool. Like he runs into the building, it's fully there. By the end of the clip in a minute, it's like destroyed. It's like none other games do that. So that's a really cool thing. It's just not enough to get me to drop $60 on it, play through whatever campaign it is. It's going to be fascinating to see the legs on it once it does come out. I picked it up for Fantasy Critic. I think it is going to review well. I think so. Open. But I just don't see where after a month or two what it's going to be. How much are they going to rely on Battlefront or Battlefield? What is it? The lab, where they're letting you make user generated stuff.
Yep.
Is like a chunk of is part of the base game going to feel a little barren, a little lackluster? But because it's like, well, we have this, right? Is that going to hurt it in the long run? Is the community gonna use this tool? It's like, is it going to do what they're saying it's going to do, right? Like, there's so many question marks, hypes around it. I'm a little more trepidatious, but we'll see.
It is.
It's good to have competition for Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is stagnant. Obviously, I think that is clear. They need to do something. I like that they're going right back to Black Ops 7. That gives me hope that it was already decided, and it's like, we know we're going to do a 1-2 punch, and that means the next one is getting more time as well, right? We shouldn't have a campaign next year, right? But that's other conversation. But it's going to be good to have competition between the two.
Yeah, I had to look because in my mind, Battlefield's been away longer than it has been, but 2042 came out in 2021 still, so it's only been less than 4 years. Yeah, so hopefully,
I think it dropped, or a hard drop off. It just was not what people wanted. It sounded like.
Yeah, so it depends if the hard change of course, I would imagine, for Battlefield 6 is enough to last. Like,
yeah,
they just didn't solely focus on fixing, quote unquote, instead of adding to what the next game could be. Because then if it is just a quick, like, hey, we fixed everything that you guys wanted in the last one, and we have nothing else really planned after, like, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, this is the 1 billion person game. I forget not 1 billion, but they had a wild overestimation of what they viewed people, how many people were going to be attached to this. It's like, all right, well, they have lofty expectations for it. That's not good in this current industry. So
no,
only hope for the best. People I do think are tired out of Call of Duty though. So this could come at the right time for a lot of people. And then it is, hey, Call of Duty's on Game Pass. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to get a month of Game Pass and try it out then. I'm going to spend that money on Battlefield. So yeah, I expect Battlefield to sell a shit ton, and Game Pass is going to get a surge because of it.
be a waiting game for sure. You got anything else you're playing before we move on to the topics at hand? Because there's a
No.
lot, but it's all like pretty rapid fire, just small things I would say before Gamescom discussion.
No, nothing. No. Oh, I'm playing the Madden. I love a good 10-hour trial every year. Can't wait to buy it on Switch. I will wait. How many people are buying Madden 26 on Switch? There's gonna be a sale, hopefully before the Super Bowl, right? So I'm gonna pick it up for 50% off by then. Can't wait.
Isn't it like top seller on eShop right now?
Yeah, but how many new games are on it? I'm talking the longevity of it. They're gonna do what they always do. It's a little burst, but not many. It's getting the bestseller. There's not many other Switch games coming out, of course.
Like,
Long term, once those sales drop, they'll start dropping price on it. EA don't care.
you don't care.
They're like, ah, man, we didn't make as much money.
It's last year's Madden reskin with an Eagles player on the cover. Have fun.
Nah, it does feel a little good. It does feel more so that it just there's some weird things in franchise. You equip a loadout now.
Like gear
Your
or
coach,
stats?
Your coach equips a loadout that includes play packages like West Coast offense and a 4-3 defense. So you get plays specific to that. You get your core. It just has little I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm gonna wait for it to drop in Game Pass for sure. I just don't like that type of stuff they added, but feels nice. So
it looks
figure out. I just need someone to make a good sports game, a good football game. That isn't EA. I don't need it to be NFL either. I just not blitz the league. NFL blitz could be cool, but like, just make a football game that's good.
an NFL Street back, baby.
That'd be fun, but see, it would still be tied to NFL. I'm like, just have fun with it.
Put the extreme stuff back. If I can get another SSX in the next 5 years, I'd die happy.
That'd be good. Never played it.
No.
Never have.
On
No,
to
that's it,
little news topics at hand. Again, rapid fire on a couple of these. Quick thoughts and opinions. Brought in. Speaking of Destiny earlier, Kyle. Bungie fully under PlayStation finally? Is it happening? This was, God, I just had it pulled up on the 7th of August, I believe, during Sony's financial results. Update on Marathon, expecting it to launch within the next fiscal year. So at some point before April 2026, depending on how that delay goes, if not longer. And then they also, on the side, mentioned that following the structural reform announced last year, the studio's independence is getting lighter and Bungie is shifting into a role which is becoming more part of PlayStation Studios and integration is proceeding. Which, again, back to all the rumors and stuff of, if their games don't succeed or hit goals, PlayStation's going to move in on their territory more and more. Pretty much all but done, which at this point in time, I don't think it really means a whole lot. PlayStation's third party now, baby. They're not changing how they're releasing games.
Nope.
Bungie's there.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, dude. It's why it's not how PlayStation operates in a lot of ways. Like, of course, they were going to fold under, and the nature in which how everything shook out with Bungie's leadership in the last couple months and years. Yeah, this was always going to happen. It's weird how it's kind of a slow process. I wonder if there is pushback from within the studio, obviously, and wonder if, like, how do they not feel set up to fail? Sony has metrics they wanted to hit. All this stuff has happened, and like the management not all like listening to developers, like them pushing stuff that just wasn't what the game needed in Destiny 2, and then all the marathon stuff. They're not hitting the metrics. I can't imagine they're anywhere close to hitting the metrics with Destiny 2 that they wanted. Sony can't be like, cool, Marathon was supposed to come out this year and it's not, so they missed that. So like, yeah, they're probably folding under fully. Not a surprise. I just wonder what that means for like Destiny going forward. Currently, the conversation came around and people are restarting the conversation around Destiny 3 and why that is just not the direction they're going after the final shape. It should have been. It still can be. They can do these two things and just say, hey, boom, bye. The game is what it is. Soft updates, but we're under Sony, and now we're doing Destiny 3 fully. Like, I hope that's what they do. We'll see. But it's just an interesting time for Bungie. Marathon, like, maybe it fully rides on Destiny Renegades this winter, which is their Star Wars expansion, and then Marathon coming out in spring 2026, or by spring 2026, I think was the metric they said. So maybe that's the final thing that might either decide either way, whether they're fully Sony or whether they're a little independent. But I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I honestly would would feel a little better if it was under Sony, because I feel like that might be the right oversight needed for Destiny's future. And I worry about Marathon in general, but it would help me feel a little bit better about Destiny in a way. No matter what, their best years were with Activision, and then they had a couple great ones, like a great expansion or two, but after that, there's always been some turmoil, and it came down to bad management, we find out. But it's not like when they went independent, they were like, yes, finally, and like, look what they did. It was just like, oh yeah, Destiny, look at them. It's cool that they get to own their IP. That's awesome. And then they branched out and did a bunch of multiple studios, multiple sports cars, multiple game projects, incubations. Like, they really wanted to become something more than they were, and this is where we're at.
Do you see there ever being a world where, now I don't even want to manifest this or like be taken out of context, but like Bungie itself ceases? I don't want it to happen.
Yeah. I mean, the player base in Destiny is consistent since launch of Edge of Fate, but it is the lowest it's been. That they're making the least amount of money. Marathon is not publicly, and like, the PR of it isn't good. So is it going to be dead on arrival? Because it does happen with games. Concord, I mean, it just couldn't get past the initial response. Even though we played it in like moment to moment, it's fun, but it just couldn't get past. It couldn't get past it. And couldn't grab people, and it missed something. Is that going to be Marathon? Is it just missing something? Is it going to pass it? So if you're investing all this time, also remaking assets that were stolen that you had in your game, so you have to go back, like, that's all money and investment and time and all this stuff. But what? Have a game come out and it be dead on arrival? I had a lot of fun with it, but I'm not an extraction shooter guy, so I don't take my opinion doesn't really matter fully on if Marathon's good or should be worked on fully. So yeah, I could totally see Bungie being defunct. I don't think they would. I just think Destiny would go, Marathon would go, and then it'd be a huge question mark of what are they doing? And they're fully under Sony at that point, and they're incubating something brand new. So I don't think the name would go away, but I could see them sunsetting currently what they have.
Because I was just doing some research on the side here. Bungie, after the layoffs in 2024, July last year, and the 40 or so people leaving to work on Gummy Bears, is about 800 people staff. Which, I don't know how you view that, if it's large or not, but then you compare it, I pulled up, Naughty Dog has just over 400. Insomniac's sitting at about 5, so Bungie's technically one of their larger studios. And if it's not getting that same type of return, albeit they have different financial plans, they have the store and microtransactions and stuff. But if that's not doing the same turnaround as your other smaller studios, how much more being fully under the PlayStation umbrella are they going to continue to support that? Which sucks again.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, how much money does Destiny make? That's like the only game they have out right now that is making money. So it's a live service. So once that dips below whatever that red line is, once it dips into the red of, oh yeah, now it costs more to run the game and we're not making enough, like, that's when those questions come up. I mean, you would hope Sony understands the issues. We obviously know the leaks and the rumors and then the press and the stories and the lawsuits around Bungie that have happened over the years. We know like the management has been a real dickheads at times. So you hope Sony can write that and just get the studio who made the first console MMO and made it last, loosely, I don't know how true that is, but made a first console based MMO for Destiny and made it last for 10 fucking years. And it's still going, right? Like the Halo, like something that defined another thing, like the studio, that's cool. Those people may not be there anymore, right? The studio has the legacy, sure, but you would hope that they get the support. I hope they do. And I honestly hope they just make Destiny 3. I would love these 2 expansions are it for the year. And then it's just, look, you said we're starting the Fate saga and we're at the edge of Fate. We're not in it. You can totally just, all right, Destiny 3 in a year and a half. We'll see you then. Like, it's going to be longer. That's okay. Like, you need to, and that's how you get more people in the game, right? There's no jumping on point. I would love for you and I to play Destiny. I would love for you to do, Final Shape was $12 for like a whole 2 years. It felt like it was like a month. Why? You know how many times I was like, it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth getting him to play. It's not worth it. What's the onboarding? What's the path? Like, I feel like I would have to hold your hand, or you have to just, all right, commit and figure out how to play. And it's like, that's not good, So really, I hope they just move on and do Destiny 3. If Marathon does not work out, I feel like that's more likely. If they're going to commit to Marathon, I feel like Destiny is going to be on this cadence of pretty like small size releases and expansions, which is okay. But then it means Marathon's the focus, and that's okay too. We're just so many questions, right?
I'll tell you what would get me into a Destiny 3 though.
Yeah.
Coming out on that Switch too, baby.
100% it won't.
I don't know.
No, it totally could, because that's the thing. Like, it's an old engine. Like it's still Destiny 2 still comes out on Xbox and PS4. Xbox One and PS4. So
wild.
They gotta just drop that, and they just gotta move to a new engine, and I think that's okay. I think the community is ready for it, and I think gaming's ready for it. But they're honestly going to be beat to it by the Division, because they're working on the Division 3 as of like they never said they're not. It's on the studio website that they're working on the Division 3, so that can come out and hit and be good. I think people are itching for a good looter shooter. Borderlands 4, similar, but it's a little different style as well. So I'm hopeful for Bungie, but they're moving under Sony. That is not surprising, and I do hope. I do think that's going to be better for the studio, because hopefully Bungie can get someone or a group of people under Sony that fill the role of a Druckmann, of a other heads of studios in there. I guess there's only Druckmann's the head, but isn't there another?
Druckmann, Ted Price, and Insomniac, Barlog.
Corey. Yeah, I'm thinking of like they have these people, right? And like they kind of can help direct the studio. Like Bungie needs that aren't shitty managers and leadership under Sony. So hopeful. Not surprised.
Wow.
Concerned.
Destiny navigates its way ahead. Bungie's previous IP is also on the upswing, some would say. You sent me a good tweet from Mint Blitz, who, first of all, I appreciate, watches YouTube videos. He recently found, if you follow him, he recently found like an old folder on his computer of like Halo 3, Halo 4 era like clip montages and shit and posted them. Like, this is dope.
Oh yeah.
This is that good stuff I want. But he sent me a tweet of his with Halo back, quote unquote, question mark, seemingly everywhere. Has it broken down
for Halo? Yeah.
Fortnite, new season, Halo crossover, 2 ODST skins, red and blue, both part of the battle pass, I believe, and they were like the first tiers of the battle pass. If you're interested in getting them, very easy to unlock. Helldivers 2, new trailer dropped for the imminent release on Xbox next week, the same day as Gears, which ended quite surprisingly to some with the ODST tease for release. That be skins, guns, whatever it be. Halo will be there. new Halo game being announced at Worlds in late October, which I think we knew about, or they announced when they did the rebranding to Halo Studios. They said that would be the next time they officially show up.
I think it was earlier this year. They were like, and we will have an update.
Halo being on PlayStation, which again, just that's not news. We just know. And multiple new Halo projects in the works, including future updates to Halo Infinite. So Halo's everywhere. Will be interesting to see what comes out when it comes out. I fully think the new thing in October, personally, is going to be just the Halo 1 remake on Unreal Engine 5. PlayStation, Xbox.
Is there a chance it's 1, 2, and 3? 3 never got a full one. Never got the anniversary treatment. Is there a world it's only 3, actually? Or is there a world where it's all of them?
I would love that, but then I think at that point you're just doing a Master Chief Collection 2.0, right? But like, I would do it. Hey, 3 is my favorite. Like 3 is my jam, and yeah, that being the one that didn't get the full prettied up treatment, like I would love that. I would be in day one, but I don't know if you've seen other rumors that the remake now supposedly is only a single player thing. It's not a multiplayer attached to it. So that kind of throws a wrench too, if that is the case they're going with. Which is weird.
But that actually makes sense to me.
Does it?
It's like, yeah. Well, it'd be easier to like just get 3 campaigns all like in it. Like you're not worried about the 3 different suites of multiplayer and how to like we just need to ground up rebuild 1, 2, 3 campaign wise. Like I get that's a little more straightforward, especially in Unreal. That you hope the pipeline is a little more straightforward, and to show off like, hey, look, we can do shit fast now. Like we're remaking our game, like we're just transferring some stuff over, but we are rebuilding shit right up, like content wise, dialogue. Like we're not gonna be redoing that shit probably, but it's all just gonna be looking better in Unreal. So I could see that. I would hope so. It'd be awesome. That's probably a pipe dream. It probably is just a Halo 1 remaster in Unreal, which would be cool.
It would be cool. I don't know if I'd be in on it though. Like a Game Pass, even if it was if it was just 1, I would probably skip it even with it on Game Pass. Like 1,
you and I would play it together. How dare you?
I'm
not making you skip it. Yes.
That means we're setting up time for Gears this month because that's out next week, buddy.
I don't care about Gears as much.
Damn. It's a weird thing where
as much. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
He's right behind you. No, 3 was my big one, and like
really mad.
Going back and replaying 1 and 2 on Master Chief Collection, they're just not good to me. Like not things I want to put time into, and I don't know.
I guess it just depends on what the game is, right? Is it just a remake and Unreal? Cool. But what does it feel? Does it lose the Halo feel? Does it just look different? Is it even that? Or is it a totally different game? Like, is it Halo 2, like 1.5, Halo 2.5? It's like side stories and it's just an exploration of stuff. Like, I mean, we saw Master Chief. So like, I guess it just depends on what it fully turns out to be. I do think it is more likely than not that they do go through all 3, all 4, 5. Like if it's successful with just 1 or whatever this first one is, and they are remaking it, how can you not go through the catalog, get them all up to a baseline, to then get them out on PlayStation, Switch, and everything, right? Everything that came before, now everywhere. The new version that we don't have to work hard to get to run everywhere, because guess what, we're building it to run everywhere. Crazy times.
I'm so excited this time next year after this is out, and it is, what's the next mainline thing look like, how this new restructured, rebranded studio approaches that, if they go back to basic campaign or try and fix the open world, or what direction they go with it, or just a complete refresh. Like I would be down with that even.
Do you want them to pick up and go with a story from Infinite, or do you think they just gotta stop?
stop the story there or stop a single player entirely.
Just stop the story and start fresh if you're gonna keep going. Or
Yeah.
like what?
No, I would. If it was a choice of we're continuing Infinite because I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in that game, or it just this is Halo now. This is hard reset, hard refresh on what the franchise is going to be going forward. Absolutely. Because 4 was
God,
up in
could
the
you
air with people,
imagine?
5 people hated Infinite. Again, no one talks about it. That story was wild. And not in a good way. It was hastily thrown together with stuff not fitting to get like I would 100% support just the remaster of 1 or whatever that is the next year is kind of the boxed up, here's Halo, what you remember, and this is where we're going now with Halo. Because we've talked about it before, I would be down, do the refresh, do the reset with Halo Studios, and again, Studio B wants to do a side project in it, go ahead. You want to restart a Halo Wars thing, go ahead. Want to start an RT, like, do whatever with it.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a refresh, honestly. Like, here's Halo Combat Evolved. We're starting over, and it's a new canon. It's Silver Team from the TV show. Pablo's in it.
Oh.
No, I think, you know, as you're talking, I'm thinking through the books I've read, the anime anthology stuff, which isn't canon, but like, you know, has stories of that, like Halo Reach, ODST, Recon. That's not, it's ODST, but like, right, there's just so much lore and stories, and I couldn't tell you 4, 5, and Infinite being Halo 6. What the fuck is that trilogy? What is that? It's not anything. It's a corporate mandated story that fucked up everything and has Conan in the 4th one. It's weird, right? But 1, 2, 3, you know, right? So they got to get back to that. But yeah, I'm like thinking, yeah, they got to just reset it, start from fresh. Do a Star Wars Legends, you know? Here's the Halo Legends canon, everything that came before, and we're gonna start fresh with a lady Master Chief.
Yeah, it's 20 plus years of what they've been doing and trying to recapture the magic of. And I think now, especially a year or 2 out from now, when this is actually coming to fruition, people aren't gonna care. Like, you need to do something that's gonna capture the next generation of kids, get people in playing, and reestablish what the franchise is. And I don't think sticking to status quo and trying to push on through the trenches with what you've been doing isn't it.
Yeah, and just putting, you know, Spartans and doing crossovers in other games and with other games, like, that's not enough to get people to be interested in whatever Halo happens after Infinite, because it's a continuation of the story. Like, unless they put him in cryo and they just wait and they're like, we are like 1,000 years in the future, it is a whole new world, everybody. But I think you then still lose some charm with what Halo is. But I don't know, such a weird overall story when you think about what Halo was when it first came out, and like now what it is, and what it was and what it meant to Xbox, and now what it is. It's like, what a fascinating rise and fall. Now we're here. But the multiple new Halo projects rumored, interesting updates to Infinite, makes sense. I could see, honestly, that being the multiplayer suite of what continues on. Like, it feels good playing, it's nice. And if you just want to commit to like a more competitive feeling without worrying about the single player sandbox, and like how that single player sandbox with cool new stuff you added, how that's going to mess up with the, you know, like, how do we do that? Hey man, Halo Infinite is our multiplayer suite. We're gonna add a little stuff to that. That makes sense too. So fascinating.
I'm excited for October. I'm excited to see what then. But again, next year and the year after, like, that's when I'm all eyes on. Show me the goods.
Yeah. You think Are you getting Helldivers 2 on Xbox, or are you not? Do
Probably
you think
not.
it's just ODST skins?
I think it's just skins, yeah, because they had the Killzone stuff on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not exclusive to Xbox. Because like I have it on PlayStation 5.
No.
Like, if I can get them there,
There's no way they do that. Yeah, there's no way. Was Killzone only on PlayStation?
No,
I
yeah,
don't think
'cause
Sony
PC.
would. Sony
Yeah,
would.
Yeah,
Sony would do that.
yeah.
Xbox, who cares? No, we want our ODSTs everywhere.
No, I mean,
Alright,
I
we'll
have
see.
my PlayStation version still, so no, I don't have a reason to rebuy it. I haven't touched it since that initial burst. Like, it'd be cool to
I know.
jump in again, but now I'm worried it's like the people who are still playing are so above and beyond what I'm trying to do, or like knowledge base that like trying to get in to me seems hard. But maybe I'm
Yeah.
down to try again.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get it again when I can. Because why not? So we'll play it.
Support the Xbox side, show them what their games. It's still weird. Like, Xbox side games go over, but like the PlayStation Helldivers trailer that ends with Xbox logo, I'm like, this is why.
On their website, it says buy on Xbox, and like it has a link to purchase on Xbox and sends you to Microsoft.com. So
I had to go.
it's
I looked on the store on
what they've
Xbox
been
last
doing.
night, PlayStation Publishing. I'm like, there.
yeah. It's yeah. I mean, it's it's fun watching the console warriors be like, no. It's like, yeah, sorry guys. Like, PlayStation finally pulled that band-aid off for y'all. But it's a great thing. Cool. Can't wait to see what other games. Can't wait to get the 4,000 Last of Us remastered over to Xbox.
I hope they do each one individually. Like, do the
Seriously,
Last
you know
of Us
what I
one
hope they-
remaster and then a remake and then the remake remaster.
I know they wouldn't do this because it's leaving money on the table, but I think it would be crazy to just put like not once a month, but 1 month in Game Pass. Here's Last of Us remaster, like it drops, right? Not the second one though, and then later you drop that for money. But man, just here's a game for you guys to play. Like here's an offering. I just think that would be a great marketing strategy to get people in to play the game, and then you have the second one. Do that with God of War. Do that with Ratchet and Clank. Just have all one by one. Just here's the first one. Now you can buy the second one. I'm okay with that. Thanks for getting me into it. I mean, I've already played those games, but
That'd be wild.
never will happen. Most likely, it's going to be a $50 purchase on Xbox. You'll get the first batch.
They
You'll
didn't,
get the
even,
second batch years later.
they didn't even put their own stuff on their own server. They're just putting Spider-Man in this month. Like, shit.
Well, there you go. The ball's rolling. I don't know. Give people a bone, they're more willing to buy bones.
Yes. Yeah.
I like how this broke you.
Tuesday, Kyle, Gamescom. Get towards the end here because we're over an hour already. Gamescom, opening night live 2025. Live, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. So far, we have confirmed to show up. Fall Season 2, assuming trailer, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 music performance. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will be there, you would assume. Release date, full suite or multiplayer stuff. Resident Evil Requiem, Ghost of Yotei, Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, Silent Hill F, hell yeah. World of Warcraft Midnight, which will be the official opening cinematic for the expansion, and I'm assuming a release date and pre-orders, because it's already leaked of what pre-order bonuses are and what that entails. Black Myth Wukong and Lords of the Fallen 2 are confirmed games so far. I'm excited. It's a showcase. I'm always excited for them. Gamescom lets me down more often than not, but so far the lineup here is quite good. And stuff I'm excited to see updates on. There's some rumored stuff floating around that I'm hoping gets announced because I'll be into, but
Ooh, like what?
the next Lego game is supposedly going to be there, following what they did with the Skywalker saga and like the third person thing. The new one they're doing is supposedly that same structuring with Batman and DC.
Oh, I'm like Harry Potter. I was like, I guess that's the only thing I could think of. Batman, that's real good.
Do all the
Batman's
movies.
a great one. Yeah.
And like, I'm down for a Lego game. It's been a while. Girlfriend's super into it. Huge Batman. Like that worked great.
No, those good Lego games are awesome. I can't like they will be something I buy again once like playing games with my daughter, hopefully, right? They're fun games. I'm years ago at this point, but more recently than when it came out. Hopped into Lego Star Wars, the old 360 one. Like, they're so good. Those games are so cool. Never tried the Skywalker one. That'd be cool.
Solid opening lineup. Silent Hill F, I'm down for. That's almost a day one buy for me for sure. I don't really need to see more of that game, but I'll take what I can. Outer Worlds 2, again, don't really think I need to see more of that. We're in already. Like, just give it to us. I don't.
Yeah.
What more can you show without being too overbearing? Black Myth Wukong is kind of weird. Because that'll be launched at Xbox. But what else? Why else are you there?
Because of that, like, and maybe some DLC. Maybe there's another announcement, but a definitive edition or something. Yeah, it just is one of those weird, like, I don't even think many people care about that game. Yeah, there's a couple little update things that I'm interested in. The Division 2 has been teasing something, so I expect some roguelike / battle royale mode to be announced or something, or just a season change because they sent a picture of DC covered in snow, and that's just not what that is right now. So we'll see whatever that means. But they are working on Division 3. I just don't think they're going to announce the Division 3 at Gamescom. That would be crazy. But they are actively working on it apparently, so. That would be, I don't expect that though, but I don't expect something big with the Division 2 because that's on the horizon at some point.
I almost
keeping out for that.
Good with how Ubisoft is right now, kind of trying to get.
I feel like you'd be tied to Xbox.
Hear you? I mean, Xbox is going to be there 2 days of shows. Like
but they're not like attached to the Division for this.
Yeah.
I'm saying I could see it at an Xbox showcase where Ubisoft shows that off, and guess what? It has something with Game Pass because Ubisoft's like, yeah, we just need to fold into that. Yeah, we'll see for that. I don't expect it to be big. Indiana Jones is supposed to be there. You think we get more DLC? I think that would be DLC stuff. I'm intrigued to see when that comes out. Is it out?
I have no idea. I'll look. I don't know if it's going to get another one.
No, it only gets the one. It only gets the one, okay?
Order of Giants.
It releases September 4th this year. Yeah. So we know the date. So I expect probably they might show a little more off, but maybe not now if we already have a date. That's crazy. That's like a long time from now. Well, actually, it's not from now.
Less than a month.
It's longer than I thought. I thought it would have already come out.
Oh, wait, I thought it would have been when it came out on PlayStation.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm merging months together in my mind.
Mentioned earlier though, for ROG Ally, they're really touting that up for Xbox at Gamescom. Whether that is release date, pricing, you would hope if it's still this fall, you have 4 months left. Like, it's got to fit in somewhere. As well as Hollow Knight Silksong playable on ROG Ally there. Is this the time for release date? Which, if it is the time, they better end that trailer of Hollow Knight Silksong, and right afterwards, you better have that Hades 2 release date trailer pop up for Switch 2.
Oh no, the Hades one is gonna be at Nintendo. It'll be a Nintendo Direct. I don't think they'll show up at a Gamescom and announce the date for that.
I don't know.
But I agree with the other stuff. I can't imagine Hollow Knight not coming out this year.
Boy said it'll be playable on your ROG Ally at the Xbox show.
Yeah, but it's not hard to have a vertical slice, if anything, there.
Well,
right?
no,
This
not
game
at
is
Gamescom. Like at the June showcase, they said you could play it on your ROG Ally this fall.
yeah, okay, but by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah, but is that real though?
true. 2021, it'll be out by the end of the year. Here we are.
That's right.
Everything you see today will be playable by next year's showcase.
We're still waiting. It's crazy that it's also dropping in Game Pass. What a huge, what a crazy little game that's built up so much hype. No, I'm not expecting anything crazy out of Gamescom. I think it's just going to be a standard, pretty straightforward little thing with some cool announcements if, it happens to be what you're into, Like the Division 2, it probably will be a cool announcement, right? But not everyone's going to be into that. So I think that's just what Gamescom is, and it's a lot of just showing off what is coming out the next couple months for holidays. So
Yeah.
we'll see though. What does Jeff have up his sleeve this time? OD?
Game Awards.
Yeah, no, OD's
Game Awards.
could do. You never know.
I don't know. Gamescom's weird. I know it's technically bigger than everything we have here, but I think Gamescom, and my mind goes back to 2012, 2013, when they announced this gem at the showcase for Xbox One, and you got Scream Ride as a major announcement at the Gamescom Xbox showcase. Do you remember Scream Ride?
No, I played Thrillville. I thought that's what this was.
Thrillville's killing.
No, I
it's
never
killing
got.
Thrillville.
Yeah, I know. I never got Scream Ride.
It was like Thrillville without the fun. You just build stuff and just chuck people at buildings. And it was essentially a tech demo for what they were doing in Crackdown 3 that also ended up being terrible when that came out. We're going to get money off of this. And that's Gamescom to me, is this weird, just, why is this here type thing.
Yeah, well, I guess when you have, Western companies that show off stuff for Western, they also go other places and show it off. So it also serves a purpose more than selling stuff. So yeah, it's just not that thing, but I hear you. I'm just watching the roller coaster now. Oh,
It's gone.
it just went away from me. I'm on a delay over here, sorry.
2 days. Again, that'll be Tuesday afternoon. I will be at work, so not be live reacting, but probably checking it out after the fact. Talk about it next week, what's announced, what we're still waiting on. Bitch about the price of the ROG Ally on my end. My credit card's on fire already. I don't need help with it. Yeah,
you don't. I know. I'm very fascinated to see what impressions are of it, because earlier in the episode I said I missed out. I should have bought a Steam Deck instead of a PlayStation, but man, this ROG Ally brings my Steam library over, so it works as intended. It feels good. It doesn't have any weird quirks or hangups or anything. Not too expensive. Man, that thing's awesome. And either way, it's going to get cheaper over time, right? Hopefully, who knows? Can't say that.
With the ROG Ally, you would assume.
Yeah, the world though.
But with it being so much more expensive and the type of tech it is, I don't see it being redone as often. I don't think it's going to be, here's a ROG Ally 2 with the next console generation. I think this is going to be it for the foreseeable future, where it will be a good investment for the long run. I don't think in 2 years you're going to get version 2 or whatever. It's going to be a long 6-7 year type thing.
Not going to be like cell phones?
I don't think so.
Every year? No, it won't. Not yet, at least. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. Yeah, no, I'm intrigued. Hopefully it lands with people and does exactly what it needs to and says. And what a cool thing. And if it does all that, fascinating what that means for the Xbox official one. Is it just the same but made by Xbox? Does it have third party? Is it gonna be a $300 to $400, $500 thing, but no Steam and other third party stuff? Right? I'm intrigued by that. So that's more conversation we don't need to go into.
I forgot that was even a thing still. In my head, I had it written off, but that's just gone. Yeah, I don't personally know.
Is there no way to get that price lower? And they're like, we'll just let third party do it for us.
We don't want to take the hit anymore. We have no player
Yeah,
base
we'll
on our
just sell the
console.
console. People will still buy a $300 console from us.
Just make sure you get Game Pass on it.
Yeah, you need that.
Kyle,
Oh.
new schedule on your end for streaming. What's that look like? What are you doing this week?
Yeah, we'll just be weekends, Friday, Saturdays, Sundays. I'll put up a schedule probably on Wednesday of what I will do. We'll be playing more Grounded at some point, probably definitely Sunday, maybe more. But other than that, doing Destiny. So I'm gonna keep on playing that, grinding that out. And then I'm hoping to get Octopath Traveler done sooner than later. I'm trying to be more on my Monday through Thursday nights, like start it. Like play it. Don't just sit on your phone and then like, all right, now I'll play. Now I'll play this as I rest. I spend like easily hours a week just wasting on a phone, 1 hour a night, 7 nights. Oh my God, that's 7 hours. What? Trying to be better about that.
The doom scrolling on TikTok for me, my guy.
I don't even go on TikTok anymore. I go back from threads and I'm like, what am I even reading? What am I even looking at?
Like
wasting my time.
I get off work at like 4 and I'll like sit around for like an hour and I'm like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. The day's gone now. Too late to start anything. Might as well just sit here the rest of the time. Like, this is dumb. Stop thinking this way.
Yeah, dude, and it's only 5.
Yeah, it's only
not even
5.
winter.
But like,
it's different when it's winter. It's dark. I go home.
it's dumb. For me, YouTube, all 5 parts of Is the Seat Taken are available on YouTube. Try to figure out the algorithm. First episode did great, crazy numbers. Everyone after, not so much. Don't understand. Tomorrow,
I think people want to check it out, but they don't want to see spoilers later on.
That's fair. Tomorrow or Tuesday, first part of Mario Kart World Versus will be uploaded on the channel, where I figuratively fight my girlfriend in Mario Kart World. We did the first 2 cups. I'm not saying I'm on top already, but 2-0, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
That's
podcast uploaded all the places Monday morning, bright and early. YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Good Beats, iHeart now, I think, too. I forget the other one we're on. It's just all the places. It's like a spam email at this point. Drop us a like, follow, comment, share, whatever it is down below if you found this episode. Let us know your thoughts, what you're expecting for Gamescom, what you thought of Battlefield 6 beta, anything we talked about today in the YouTube comments down below. I want to hear about it. Or tweet at us again. I like getting tweeted at. Get a nice little notification. Blue Sky. Reds, I don't know how that works yet, but you're doing numbers over there.
Send them pictures of uncooked chicken.
I forgot about the chicken. That was part of it too with the beef. Just completely unrelated still, wasn't it?
No, yeah, I just saw your tweet and we just got back from Costco and I had a pack of chicken and I took a picture of it and sent it. And that was my response to you complaining about something.
I forgot about
here's
the
some chicken for you.
Okay,
I'm going to keep going on it.
Ending it here.
Yeah,
it's going to culminate something. Till next time, happy gaming. Be good to each other.
This is all fantasy critic related.
Oh my god. Bye.